Hey folks, in this video we are going to learn thread local. We will see where we can use the thread local. It is an advanced concurrency Java concept. Many of the times we haven't used it, but yeah, means it is an important concept. In last few days, I came across a problem where it was solved using a thread local. So when to use thread local? Let's assume you have a one operation where like there are multiple threads that are running. Let's assume 10 threads. You are running 10 threads. You want to log something. Let's suppose there are 10 in 10 threads. There is a transaction ID or something which you want to isolate from other threads. It can have na. It can happen like transaction ID can override by other threads. So you want to uh, isolate it from the other threads. So in this case, you will use the thread locals to isolate the data. Learn this term to isolate the data. We use thread locals. So if you can see this, like this is common diagram that I have with me. So if you see, there is a one thread and there is a key value pair. So you can assume it. There is a one class. With that class, there is a thread local attached to it. That's a simple concept you can learn. There is the thread to this thread, this key value pair is attached. So this is how with each thread there is a key value. Not the key, you will understand it is only a value or it is only a data type which is attached. So for better understanding, you can assume it like for each thread you have some values that you can attach and it will be isolated to that thread only. When that thread dies, that these values will also die with the thread die. Okay, this is just a common thing. These GC garbage collector will collect these values and just destroy them. So this is just a general concept. We will see in the with the help of the code base also. Let me show you the code base. Give me a minute. So if you can see this code base, this is just a simple code base where I have this is the initialization actually of the thread local. Here I am means initializing with the integer. You can initialize with the string also. Okay, this is just a data type. You can just initialize whatever way you like. Here I am using the executor service, which is helping me to define that or initiate the 10 thread simultaneously parallelly. So here I am running the just a for loop where I am submitting each thread, let's suppose 1 to 10, and I am setting the value. If you see, I am setting thread ID value. If you see this, this seems like a variable only. Like this is the variable, what it will do. Like next thread will come, this value will be like finished, or like this value will not be here. Like one value will erase by 2, 3, 4. It will erase, but it will never happen. It will never happen because this is a different thread if you see. So the values are separated by the thread. So here I am just printing it out. Here I am sleeping. I am also means just saying which thread is sleeping. So you can see threads will sleep together. Means 3, 4, 5 threads will sleep together. But see, the values will never override. So this is the magic of the uh, thread local. Sorry. So just I'm running it. So if you see, uh, just give me a minute. Uh, Let me run it. So if you see, thread 9, value of the 9, thread 6 have the value 6. If you see, these threads are sleeping all together, bro. All together. These threads are sleeping. And if you see, thread 9 has a value of 9. If you see, means the after, like I am printing two statement, initial, after. So if you see, thread 9 have the value 9. Now here also thread 9 still has say the same value. So you can see the values are not overriding. Each thread have its own value. The same way thread 7 have the 7 value, thread 7 still has the same value. So you can see either you are sleeping, you are just sleeping, all the threads are collected here. Still all the values means thread local value remains and isolated. So this is how these are three common means you will there is very low chances you will use other methods and it, there is two main method that you need to remember. Set method to set the value, whatever value you want to set. Get method to get the value. There's one more method that I use means personally when your work is finished. Let's suppose your work is finished. You can just call it thread local dot remove to remove the value. So it will not GC it. You are not depending on the GC garbage collector. You are just erasing it by your own. So this is how like you should use means this is how you should program. Uh, one last question. Like many people ask, like, what is the difference between synchronized and thread local? Very basic question. Many people ask me to also like when I was implementing this. So one major difference is synchronized is not like you are with the help of thread local you are isolating the values. Okay, means one thread value will be remain with the one thread, not with the other thread. Okay, but when it comes on the isolation, it is not about sorry, when it comes on the synchronized block, it is not about the isolation, it is about the data sharing between threads. So these are the two both different concept. Don't mix them. Uh, so this is the major difference. If someone asks me in the interview also, like you can reply means, and yeah, that's it. This is the advanced concept, synchronized concept. I will make other videos also like on basic concept and the other concept. Just keep subscribe and we will meet again. Bye guys.